everyone, it's Megan Kiana and welcome back to my channel. As you can see from the title of this video, we are doing my April book haul. In the month of April, I got a couple of books, not as much as I was actually hoping I would get. I wanted it to be less, but yeah, some good books came out when I bought them. The first book we're going to talk about is my only ebook that I bought this month, and it is Conceal Don't Feel. And I forgot what book it is in the Disney universe where it's like reverse, and this is the one of what if Anna and Elsa weren't raised together, basically. What if they never knew one another? How would it change their relationship? How would Frozen be changed? Frozen is one of my favorite Disney movies ever, and so I'm really excited to check this one out whenever I do. So the first physical book I got was Keeper of the Lost Cities by Shannon Messenger, and technically I got this from my sister. I had seen this all over BookTube, especially from Reagan over at Peruse Projects, and when I said I wanted to check it out, my sister went and got it for me. We follow 12-year-old Sophie Foster, who has a secret. She's a telepath and has a unique ability to hear the thoughts of everyone around her, sometimes something that she's never known how to explain, and has made an outcast, even in her own family. But everything changes the day she meets Fizz, a mysterious boy who appears out of nowhere and also reads minds. She discovers there's somewhere she does belong, and staying where she is will put her in grave danger. In the blink of an eye, Sophie is forced to leave behind everything and start a new life in a place that is vastly different from her own. There's about like 9 books already out, so why not just start it? The second book I bought was Muse of Nightmare by Laini Taylor. This is the second and final book in the Strange the Dreamer duology, and I am freaking looking forward to this. I absolutely adored duology, and I absolutely loved the first book when I read it back in January, so I do plan on reading this very soon. In the first book, we follow a guy named Laszlo Strange. He was an orphan, and he had grew up listening to these stories from monks about this city of Weep, but it wasn't always called Weep. But one day when they woke up, they couldn't say the actual name anymore. As Laszlo grew up, people from the city of Weep came to ask for help, and Laszlo went. I need to read this already. The third physical book I bought was A Question of Homes, which is the 4th book in the Sherlock Holmes series, and I also bought The Case for Jamie, which is the 3rd book. These 2 books are part of the Sherlock Holmes series, which is basically we follow the great whatever granddaughter of Sherlock Holmes and the great whatever grandson of Dr. Watson. They end up going to the same boarding school in Sharonford, Connecticut, and it's like they're Sherlock and Holmes. I love the first book. I kind of didn't like the second book, so I'm really excited to see what the 3rd and 4th book have to offer. I caved into the hype after seeing so many people talk about this on BookTube, Bookstagram, Book Twitter, everything. So I went and I bought Serpent and Dove by Shelby Muherin, and I absolutely know nothing about it. Like I caved in and I said, screw it, I'm gonna buy it. It says, a witch and a witch hunter bound in holy matrimony. There was only one way such a story could end, a stake in a match. Bound as one to love, honor, or burn. 2 years ago, Louise LeBlanc fled her coven and took shelter in the city of Siren, forsaking all magic and living off whatever she could steal. There, witches like Lulu are hunted, they are feared, and they are burned. Sworn to the church as a chaser, Reed Diggory has lived his life by one's principle: thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. His path was never meant to cross with Luz, but a wicked stunt forces them into an impossible union, holy matrimony. The war between witches and church is an ancient one, and Luz's most dangerous enemies bring a fate worse than fire. Unable to ignore her growing feelings, yet powerless to change what she is, a choice must be made, and love makes fools of all of us. This is a pretty thick ass book, but people seem to love it. I'm open to new books, so why not? And then this was one of the most anticipated releases for April for me personally. I didn't care about anything else, and that was Arusha and the Tree of Wishes by Roshani Chokshi. This is the 3rd book in the Pandava series, and we follow a girl called Arusha, and she is basically known as a liar. In the first book, Arusha, on the end of time, when 3 kids from her school come to where she lives / works with her mom at the museum, she ends up waking the sleeper, and the sleeper sets to destroy the world. So Arusha is proven to be a Pandava, reincarnated and must go on journeys to basically save the world. Absolutely love the first and the second book, and I'm really looking forward to reading the third book. And then the last book I bought this month is, of course, my book of the month pick, and that was Beach Read by Emily Henry. This follows two authors, one who writes horrors and one who writes romances. They haven't really put out a book in a couple of years, so their publishers have set them to basically live next door to each other in beach houses. In order to get their creative juices flowing, basically, they swap. The one who writes horror, like Stephen King, now has to write lovey-dovey romance, and the one who writes lovey-dovey romance must now must write horror. It seems interesting. People absolutely do love it. It's not that big. Who knows when I'll read it. But those were all the books that I bought in the month of April. If you guys have read them, please let me know what you think of them. I'll be leaving here 2 videos. Honestly, think you guys should go check out. I try my hardest to post 3 times a week, and I'll be seeing you guys very, very soon with another video. Bye, guys.